Hey everybody, it's Sarah again, here to answer questions, because I got some. Awesome. Okay, so the first one comes from Minichi880. If I'm pronouncing that right, I have this little feeling I'm not. But here it goes. What will happen when Lei follows Sean? That's a good question. Unfortunately, I can't give away too much, because I don't want to be, ruining the whole plot or anything. But as you might have guessed, Lewin is not particularly happy about that decision on their part, nor does he seem to completely understand why. But that's really his fault for not paying attention. But eventually she's going to meet back up with him. That's probably not going to be for another couple of chapters, though. So moving on to the next question. This one is from Hollypaws Rules, and it says, will Senna and Patrick have pups? And then there's a follow-up question. Again, I don't want to give away too much. I guess we'll see where that one goes. I know. But you guys don't have to wait. And the follow-up is, and if they do, what will happen to Corrigan? Well, theoretically, if they do have pups, Corrigan would continue to live with them. And then the next question is from Mimichi again. It says, which name came first, Sean or Senna? And then there's another follow-up question. Technically, Senna came first, name-wise. She's an old RPG character of mine that I was particularly fond of her design, so I decided to put her in the comic. Sean was kind of an inside joke that I didn't know he even existed until Jin mentioned him to Saul. And I was like, oh, hey, there's a brother. And I wanted to show that I knew he had a brother. I named him Sean based on an inside joke that some friends and I at college had. Apparently they knew this guy named Sean, and he got really drunk and was hitting on a friend of mine, and kept going, my name is Sean, but you can call me Sheen. Because it's spelled the same, but I always thought it was funny, so that's where he got the name. And the follow-up question is, are they twins? No, they're not twins. I'm pretty sure Senna's older than Sean. I've never been able to quite pin down who's the eldest of the two of them, but I do know they're not twins. And then the next thing I wanted to talk about really quick was something that gets asked a lot, and that was about tablets. Just recently I had to buy a new one because mine decided that every time I touched the wire it was going to turn off. So you might guess not exactly useful for doing the comic. But this is what I just purchased. It's the Wacom Bamboo, which I was a little hesitant about because I didn't think it was going to be what I would like in the tablet, because I was so used to one that they don't even make anymore. Mine's a little out of date. So I got this one. The main reason I was hesitant about it is that the old kind that had a plastic sleeve over the front here, and you can put a picture inside there, and this you can't, which is kind of disappointing, but it's smooth and sleek and very sexy, and I like it. So I stuck with this one. I really like it a lot. It has this nice sexy little mouse, which is not covered in fluff and weird things like my old one was. And it also has a way sleeker, nicer pen with this little buttony bit, and it has a little, and my old one you could put the pen on top here, but you can't on this one. It makes me a little sad, but I do appreciate this little brown thing you can stick it in that they have separate. So that's that. I do recommend staying with the Wacom brand, as I'm kind of a brand whore. Ooh, come back. There we go. Sorry, I'm back in my family's house right now for the next few days before I go to camp, which I will be spending the entire summer until August 1st there, so it's going to be a long summer, but it's going to be awesome. Working with ideas, very cool. And the other thing I wanted to briefly mention is some people ask me how far in advance I have the story written out. I'm all on the right side of the screen for some reason. Oh, whatever. So, I just wanted to sort of show you guys something. This is part of the script. Whoa. Yay. Very nice. Very nice. This is chapter outlines, and it's generally where I start. I have the front of it is Chapter 7, Chapter 8, Chapter 9, the back is Chapter 10, Chapter 11, and Chapter 12. So as you can see, Chapter 11 right there, and Chapter 12 down there, they're completely outlined already, but I haven't scripted them yet. And that's this process here, scripting, where I detail exactly what's going to be said and happening on each page. So this is the end of Chapter 10. Here, Chapter 10 ends on the 11th page of Chapter 10, right there. Whoa. And then Chapter 12, or 11, is completely scripted out with 12 pages by the looks of it. It goes all the way down, 12 pages. Like that. And so it starts with the outline of the chapter, and I go to the script. And the next thing I do, storyboard. Oh, let me light it. There we go. This is my amazing notebook of love. I love this brand. Like I said, kind of a brand horse. It's a Mead 5-star college roll because I hate big, fat, double lines. Little lines is what I need. And so within that, I take the script. See if I can find you a cool page to look at. And I storyboard it, so I do the basic layout, sketches, and dialogue. Yeah, I really like the layout for this one. So here we have, let's see, what is this? Chapter 6, page 4. This is the storyboard for it. You can see Morgan there having her little tizzy fit. And there she's talking to Ian. And if you notice, if you're familiar with that page, I actually did a lot of changes on the layout. Down here, there it goes. Down here, they're actually facing each other having a conversation, but in the actual finished page, it's just a shot of their eyes as they're talking. This is completely full of various stages. Sometimes they get really sketchy. That one was pretty detailed. See, this one is really, really sketchy on how detailed I wanted to get. Because I pretty much already knew what I wanted. I was able to go pretty sketchy. Let's see. There's a lot of pages. The beginning of this storyboard notebook starts with the cover of Chapter 6. So we're already 4 chapters past that. I like this sketch. It's from Chapter 10, page 7. I was really particularly fond of how that one came out. There's a sketch for it. Fairly detailed, considering, but I was having a hard time with it, so it was more detailed. And then you have the sketch for the latest page. And then we have the problem currently presented to myself. The sketch for Chapter 10, page 9. Oh no! I haven't done it yet. That's kind of what happens when you realize that you're busy. But I just want to let you guys know and answer some questions. So keep them coming, because even though I'm going to be really busy at camp, I should be able to have time to do an occasional video message. So keep the questions coming. You know, the forum's been really active lately, which is cool. So go ahead and go on the forums, check out the roleplay. It's going to be something to do during the hiatus, which is going to start as soon as I finish the chapter. And I am going to get all the pages that are left done in the next couple of days. It's only 3 pages, so it shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, 3 pages, 9, 10, and 11. Because I would really rather not leave you guys in the middle of a chapter like I did last summer. So, send in some questions, fan comics would be super awesome, because I really love showing off you guys' work. So, that's it. Thanks. Keep the questions coming, and I'll see you in the forums.